There are many creepy urban legends and creepypastas out there, but there are a few which have existed for centuries and with several eyewitnesses and sometimes even photographs suggest that they might actually be true. Nam Co Terrace. In Hong Kong stands an almost 100 years old abandoned house called Nam Co Terrace. The house was once owned by a wealthy family that was forced to evacuate due to the Japanese invasion of Hong Kong in World War II. Rumors say that during World War II, Japanese soldiers used the house to abduct and rape local women. The women who were abducted to the house were never seen again. After the war, the family that owned the house moved back in, but not long after, the whole family was found dead. Today the locals say that the house is haunted by the abducted women who died there, and there are numerous reports of people hearing screams and strange lights from inside the house. There have also been as many as 30 suicides around and inside the house. Locals claim to have seen a man dressed all in black roaming the corridors in the property. People who go into the house have visions of a bloody drenched or decapitated woman. A group of 8 teenage girls decided to spend the night inside the house. 3 of the girls soon became extremely violent, and one girl in particular is said to have a psychotic breakdown. The girls ran out of the house, but the girl that had a psychotic breakdown wouldn't move and started to talk in a voice that wasn't her own, and she took on a different personality, suggesting that she became possessed by one of the spirits within the house. The police were soon contacted and they entered the house to restrain the girl. It took 2 police officers to subdue the violent teenage girl. The rumors surrounding the house have never been proven to be real or fake, but the story regarding the experience of the 8 teenage girls have been confirmed. The Slender Man. The Slender Man is one of the creepiest urban legends out there. The Slender Man is an extremely tall and thin man that wears a black suit. But the creepiest thing about the Slender Man is that he has no face. It is also said that he has the ability to stretch and bend his arms in unnatural ways. The Slender Man is often seen in the woods, but he can be hard to spot due to his ability to blend into his surroundings, making his arms and fingers resembling trees and tree branches. The Slender Man is said to abduct mostly children and are often seen in the background of photos of young children before they disappear. The Slender Man is nothing new. There are actually thousands of years old cave paintings that were discovered in Brazil, which depicts a long humanoid figure with long arms. There are also a Romanian fairy tale from the 1800s that describes a being called the Tall Man, who lured children into the woods, never to be seen again. The fairy tale describes the Tall Man as the following. The Tall Man stood in a clearing, dressed as a nobleman, all in black. Shadows lay over him, dark as a cloudy midnight. He had many arms, all long and boneless as snakes, all sharp as swords, and they writtled like worms on nails. He did not speak, but he did his intention known. Tiki Tiki. According to the urban legend, Tiki Tiki is the ghost of a Japanese schoolgirl that fell off the platform at the train station after her friend scared her by putting a cicada on her shoulder. Unfortunately, the train came and split the poor girl in 2. A few years later, a boy was walking back home at night when he spotted a beautiful girl resting on her elbows by a windowsill. The girl smiled at the boy and he smiled back. The girl then asked the boy, "Have you seen my legs?" Confused, the boy answered, "I do not know." What happened next shocked the poor boy. The girl jumped out of the window, revealing that her lower body was missing. The boy was so terrified by the girl's disfigurement that he couldn't move. He tried to scream, but nothing came out. The disfigured girl then started to make her way towards the terrified boy, clawing along the ground and running on her elbows, making a sound. Within seconds she was upon him, and she took out a shift and cut the boy in half. It is now said that she haunts the train stations of Japan, clawing along the ground and dragging herself with her elbows. So if you find yourself alone at a train station in Japan and you hear a you better run for your life. Kuchisake-Onna. This urban legend was first recorded in 1979 in a town called Nagasaki, Japan, and it caused such uproar that the police were forced to increase their presence on the streets, and schools instructed their students to travel in groups. The legends say that a samurai in Japan believed that her wife was seeing another man behind his back, so the samurai slit his wife's mouth open from ear to ear and said, "Now who's going to think you're beautiful?" The woman is now said to walk the streets in Japan wearing a surgical mask, and if someone is unfortunate enough to get in contact with her, will she ask, "Do you think I'm beautiful?" If you answer yes, will she rip off her mask and scream, "What about now?" If you then answer no, will you die a horrible death? But if you answer yes, so will she not kill you, but she will use her scissors and slit your mouth open from ear to ear, so that you become as beautiful as she is. But if you run instead of answering her questions, and then turn around, so will she be standing right in front of you, and then kill you anyway. It is said that she almost only hunts children, and sightings are not uncommon. Sightings and reports have occurred all over Asia, and most recently in 2004, in South Korea, she could be seen wearing a red surgical mask and following small children. The White Death. Many years ago in Mexico, a lonely young girl that was fed up with life due to her abusive parents, which often beat her. With no love from her parents and no friends, she felt like she had no reason to live. The poor girl took her own life. The young girl's parents later found her body, but they felt no grief, and just dumped the body like a bag of garbage in a shallow grave on the backyard. During the following weeks, a neighbor found the two parents dead. Their eyes had been torn out and their skin torn to shreds. The police soon arrived, and they concluded that the two parents had been killed by a local gang, which the couple apparently owed money to. But this wasn't the last horrific murders that would take place. The neighbor who had found the couple knew about the young girl, and that their parents abused her, yet he had never even tried to help the poor girl. The neighbor soon became haunted by the girl's spirit, and soon he were also found dead, with his eyes torn out and his skin torn to shreds. The neighbor had left a note in his bloody hand that said the following: "The girl is here, not alive, but not truly dead. She can move, but does not walk, shrouded in white. She seeks revenge on those who ignored her in life, and will wipe out the memory of all who know her in death." The police just thought that the man was crazy and ignored the note. The police present during the investigation later died in mysterious circumstances, mutilated in the same fashion as the first three victims. It is said that if you know the White Death, she would come and constantly knock on your door, and each knock gets louder. According to the legend, she knocks once for your skin, which she used to patch her own decaying flesh with, twice for your hair, which she gnashes between her teeth, 3 times for your bones, which she fashions into clubs, 4 knocks for your heart, which she tears out of your chest, 5 times for your teeth, which she polishes and keeps in a box, 6 times for your eyes, which she plucks out one by one, 7 times for your soul, which she swallows whole. She doesn't want anyone to know about her. That's why she kills. Know that you know about her. She will find you, and she will keep knocking on your door till you let her in. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, and maybe also share it with friends. It really helps a lot for my channel, and don't forget to subscribe for more horror videos.